Welcome friend to my YouTube channel Aptitude Math Learner with a new interesting question. And the question today we are having that is, a person has some amount with him. 25% of it is stolen in a bus. 10% is lost through a hole in his pocket. 50% of remainder is spent on food. He then purchased a book worth rupees 26 from the remainder. He walked back home because all his money is over. What was the initial amount? So here in the question we have to find out the total amount which he has. So for this, the first thing, we take the first part of the question. It says that 25% of it is stolen in a purse and 10% is lost through a hole. It means that how much? 25%. So this 25% of his money is stolen in a bus, plus this 10% is lost through his pocket which he has through a hole. So this becomes total, that is, this is 35%. So this is the first part of the question. So it means that 25% is stolen and 10% is lost through a hole in his pocket. So this is 35% of his amount which is stolen. So we have to find out his initial amount which he has. So we take, let the total amount be, that is X. So we have just taken the total amount equal to X, and now we know that 35% that is lost. So here we take that is the total amount. So we have supposed the total amount as X, and from this X, from the total amount, we take out which has been lost. So how much? Minus 35%. So this is 35%. Here you can see that is in percentage. So we have wrote 35% of the amount. So from the total amount, 35% is lost. So calculating this, we get here the answer, that is, so let's suppose we take here the LCM. So here 100x minus 35x, and that becomes how much? So this becomes, that is 65 upon 100x. So this is the remaining amount now which he has. So further solving, it can be solved further. So 5 13s are, that is 65, and 5 20s are, that is 100. So here we have just got, that is 13 divided by 20 upon X. I hope till here you have understood totally. Now, so this portion 25 plus 10 has been stolen, and now he has the remaining. So this is the now the remainder. So this is the remaining amount now. And now if you see in the question, it says that 50% of the remainder now we are having. So here we have minus 35% from the total, and now we have got the remainder. So this is now the remainder, and further in the question it says 50% of remainder is spent on food. So the 50% of the remainder, so this is 50% of the remainder, and the remainder is 13 divided by 20x. So after the calculation we get here, that is 51s are and 52s are. So this becomes, that is 13 divided by 40. So 2 multiplied by 20, that is 40 upon X. So this is what? This is the 50% of the remainder. So this was the remainder, and we have just taken the 50%. And now how much is remaining after taking out 50 50%. Therefore, remaining is now so this was the remainder. This we take 13 divided by 20x, and from the remainder we take out 50%. So this we minus out, and what was the 50%? We have found out that is 13 divided by 40x. And after taking out the 50% from the remainder, you can see that how much was left. In the question it says that he then purchased a book worth rupees 26. So here we also take out 26 from this total, and how much is now remaining? He walked back home because all of his money is over. So after purchasing this book, so we have just minus out, and now the amount left, that is 0. I hope till here you have completely understood. So but one thing you have to remember, we have to find out the total amount which he have initially. So we have to find out the x, and for this we calculate out the whole. So this becomes that is, so here we take the LCM, and the LCM here will be that is 40. So here 2 remains, and 2 multiplied by 13, that is 26x minus, and 40 cancels out with each other, and the remaining is 13x is equal to this minus 26 goes this side and becomes plus 26. So we have just brought this minus 26 here. Further solving, here we get that is 26x minus 13x, this becomes that is 13x is equal to 26, and this portion upward multiply by 40. So this becomes that is 13x is equal to 26 multiplied by 40. This becomes that is 1040. I hope till here you have completely understood. So further dividing, x is equal to 1040 divided by 13. So we divide it by 13, and this becomes that is 13 ones are and 13 80s are. So now we have got x is equal to 80, and this x was the initial amount. At the starting we took, let the total amount be that is x. So this x is the total amount, and now we have found out the total amount, that is x. So x is equal to 80, and this is our answer. I hope you have completely understood. So thank you very much.